Hi everybody, it's Cori Dantini. I'm here today to talk to you about my fabric collection called Love Santa. Here's the card. It is 9 SKUs and it ships June of 2022. In this collection, I just wanted to speak to children's love of Santa, just what a special dude he is and how crazy kids are about him and how much magic he brings to a certain time of our year. And I think he's worth celebrating. I know my son was a huge believer of Santa for entirely too long, all because of this guy. So this is Hornsey, and Hornsey went on vacation with us when Henry was like 3 or 4. Henry's 18 now, and he's had this guy ever since he was born. Well, not this guy, as you're gonna learn in a second. We took him on vacation, and this guy, not this guy, got left behind. And Henry, when he was little, he would get real tired at night and he would cry for things. Like he would pick something, and for about a year, this kid would cry and cry for Hornsey. Where's Hornsey? He's lonely. I mean, it went on and on and on for about a year. And I spent a good portion of that year looking for a replacement Hornsey on eBay, which I eventually found. And he came to me smelling of smoke, and I washed him up and got him all cleaned up, and I stuck him in Henry's stocking for Christmas. And that morning, I feel like Henry's world changed. Like any doubt he ever had about Santa was 100% over. Like, I mean, well, maybe he didn't ever even have any doubts about Santa, but this firmed up the magic of Santa completely. And he believed until I think 6th or 7th grade. And I remember at one point when he was in 5th grade, I think this is the time where kids start ruining it for other kids because they have older brothers and sisters who have ruined it for them. Anyways, he came home and he was like, "Mom, I feel so bad for those kids that don't believe in Santa." And so in the spirit of that love and adoration and magic, I give you Love Santa. So here we go. Here's the card. 9 SKUs. We got a large panel and some squares, tosses, stripes. We did a different format with the small panels this time. It's pretty sweet. Now I will show you the fabric itself. All right, the first one is called Christmas Carols. And it is a landscape with music. It's kind of a quiet, peaceful piece of fabric. Then we have something called Fancy Floral, which I adore. I love that big bold flower there in the middle. We have Dear Christmas, which takes all the small icons, and we made a toss out of them. It sits on a nice little like greenery repeat. Here is the large panel called Santa Wishes. This thing is so special. It has a really large Santa on it that says Believe, and it is 17 by 23. And then we have the 4 different Santas: Peace, Surprise. Can you see it? It's very hard to negotiate. Magic. He's my favorite right here. I love his little boughs of flower and the expression on his face. And then Ho, Ho, Ho. And the really cool thing about this is we have overprinted the white. Can you see that? So it's sort of, it just is really bright and clean, and you are gonna love it. It sort of adds a nice detail and richness to the fabric. We have Christmas Doves. Oops. Sits on a polka dot background. Snowfalls, which is a lovely snowflake repeat on red. This red is really sort of a yummy red. It sisters up nicely with the seeds called Watermelon, Fern. I think there's one called Fog maybe, and then Butter. All matches up really great. So don't forget to order your seeds with it. We have a Peppermint Stripe. I really like this stripe. If you can get in there, you can see that there's like some little white stripes within the red stripes. It's all sitting on that creamy color I like. I like it because it's organic, right? It's not like a real geometric straight line, which I think makes it more interesting. We have Magic Makers. It's a toss using all of the different Santas. And then we have A Wonderful Time. We've got a cardinal, the dove. You see that? There's a little house in the field inside the dove. The joy wreath, cozy little cottage with Christmas pouring out. an ornament, this little red gifty, which I love that we left that little tag blank so you could embroider a name in there if you were so inclined. A stocking, and then the Santa's piece, surprise. And there they are again. And that is it. I can hardly wait to see what you make. Free Spirit has hired some amazing fabric makers, quilt makers, excuse me. Swirly Girl Designs made this block top quilt. Isn't that cool? And then we have this Believe quilt, which is by Bear Hug Quilt Works, which I just think is stunning. And then there's a really killer pattern for a reversible apron here as well. You'll get all this on the card. Anyways, that's collection 1. I guess I failed to tell you that when I designed this collection, it was huge and they divided it up into 2. And so even though they're separate, one is Love Santa and the other is Oh Christmas Tree, they can be used together. So that's something fun to keep in mind too. So I hope you have fun making wonderful, amazing Christmas projects with this, and I cannot wait to see what you make. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye. Hi, everybody. It's Cori Dantini here to talk about my Christmas collection called Oh Christmas Tree. As I mentioned earlier, my collection was really huge last year. I couldn't stop. And they divided it up and made 2 Christmas collections that work lovely. I won't say seamlessly, but they work together. So you can choose one over the other, or you can do both, and then they will merge into one bigger collection. It's 8 SKUs, shipping June 2022. My inspiration for this collection was the Christmas tree, of course. I have a love affair with the Christmas tree, not a conventional one. Like, I don't have a beautiful tree. I have an interesting tree. All my ornaments are handmade by me or my friends. My favorites are the ones that my son made when he was really little. This year I bought these weird little picture frames and stuck all my son's grade school photographs in it, just because he's away for the first time, and I just was feeling incredibly sentimental, and it's so fun just to revisit these things. Like, oh, I put this on my Christmas tree when I was in 3rd grade. And I guess I should backtrack a little bit and say that my mom gave us a Christmas ornament every single year, so that by the time we were out of the house, we had a small collection to put onto the tree, and I just sort of ran with it. Plus, I'm a huge thrifter, and I am in love with those really, I would say slightly garish, gaudy, old-fashioned ornaments that were handmade with sequins and plastic beads and pins and ribbon, and I don't know, I love it. I love it. The weirder, the better. So I have all the homemade things. I have all the homemade things from other people from the thrift store. All my friends' stuff. I cannot stop. Anyways, the tree itself is just a really special time of year for me. Like, I look forward to it. I have an album I play, Charlie Brown Christmas. Every time I decorate it, it literally is one of my favorite days of the year. Anyways, so this is a whole collection based on the tree. Like I said, 8 collections, sort of working in the same color palette, using that same watermelon-y red, so slightly more orange red. The panel itself is 22 by 44. It is huge. Wait till you see it. Hold on. We have, let's see, where is it? An amazing quilt to go with that panel by Swirly Girls. And then the reversible apron pattern. All right, you ready? Here we go. We're going to start out with All Wrapped Up, which is a gift wrap toss sitting on a blue star-based background. Then we have Twinkling Twinklers, which is a repeat of the star pattern in the large panel. We have Red Ribbons, which is a bolder version of a red and white stripe, still feeling pretty organic, but a much cleaner feeling. Then we have All the Trimmings, which is a beautiful ornament collection with little white pine boughs. This would be great for fussy cutting or making a pillow out of. We have this one here called Christmas Bloom, which is based on the center of the Christmas tree. I think this one's really fun. I guess it probably goes in this orientation. Isn't that cool? It's kind of like a polka dot, but it's botanical at the same time. All right, you ready? Here is the large panel, and I am going to stand up because it is almost as tall as me. Okay, oh, Christmas tree. Starts with that swirly stars and snowflakes. There's the tree, sort of unconventional with flowers and leaves and pine boughs. Got a cute little village in the background. It keeps going. There's more snowflakes and a cute tree skirt. All right. So the next one is called Cozy Cottage. This is my favorite of the collection. You ready? So it's just houses and sky and trees. So sweet. I just love it. And then here's Share Your Gifts, which is a larger package collection. These are the ones that would be perfect for cutting out and fussy cutting onto the large panel. So there you have it. That is that collection. I hope this brings some inspiration to you and that you're looking forward to making and then, of course, sharing with me your fabulous projects. All right, everybody. Happy Christmas/summer. Stay well.